Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. This is week 5 and the conclusion of my $25 weekly grocery budget challenge and pantry build. I was going to go a little bit longer, but I tell you why I'm going to stop. I have a lot of food. You're going to see it at the end of the video, so stay tuned in right to the end so that you can see what I have left over. I just have so much food left that I really can't justify spending even $25 a week moving forward without eating down some of the food that I have accumulated. And that sounds crazy, doesn't it? So over 5 weeks, I spent $125 and I can comfortably eat for the next 100% for 1 week without buying anything. Maybe 2 or 3. I would like to get some more milk. That would be nice. But realistically, I can live without milk. And if I needed a few little things, I could simply redeem some fast fuel coupons for the 1 or 2 items that I need. We had an amazing week again this week. See what I was able to get, what we ate, and thanks everybody so much for watching. I really do these things just to show that you can do this. If money is tight, sometimes things seem really scary and very disheartening. And this is to show that you can absolutely do this. You can do it. You can do it on a budget. You just have to plan and make smart choices. I hope you subscribe to the channel. If you're not, that would be great for you to do so. We are slowly creeping towards 950 subscribers. And, that's really exciting to me. Anyways, check it out. I have 5 fast fuel coupons here that I can redeem up to this amount. I do have a couple things kind of in mind if I go inside Sobeys. I'd like to have spinach this week and mushrooms, perhaps some yogurt, and I'm always looking for meat markdowns. So I'm going to go in and see what I can find good and redeem these coupons for. You gotta love it when coupons match up with sales. So $3 for the Canadian Harvest Yogo with $1 off. I got some great stuff this week and I was able to redeem some fast fuel coupons at Sobeys to reduce what I paid out of pocket. Actually, the very first item that I got this week were these sausages. We were on our way to Thanksgiving dinner and I got a text that said, can you bring butter or margarine? We'd already left the house, so I decided to swing around Sobeys to pick up the item in question. And of course, when I was in there, I thought, well, I'll just take a quick walk through the meat section and see if there's any markdowns. These didn't have a markdown sticker on them, but they were tagged on the shelf for $5. So 1.4 kgs of hot Italian sausages for $4. So we showed up to Thanksgiving dinner with butter and sausages that we needed to store in the fridge. So that was my first item this week. When I did my regular grocery shopping at Sobeys, I got this cherry Yogo Canadian Harvest yogurt. I got the blueberries and I got this little pizza pack. And out of pocket, I only had to pay $5.25 because I redeemed coupons for the remainder. I shopped at Avery's and got a pineapple for $1.88. I shopped at Giant Tiger and got molasses for $2.97, avocados for $2.97, fresh mushrooms for $1.97, canned mushrooms for 97 cents each, onions for 97 cents, and they had some markdown bananas. They normally don't have small packs. I actually went splits on the package. So it was $1.40, which I think is a little more than what I normally remember them. I thought they were like $1.20 or $1.25 when they do their markdowns. Anyways, I paid 70 cents for the bananas. I got 3, and there's actually a 4th one that I got that I have already used half of it. My little open banana. I delayed a little bit in making this video, so the yogurt's actually opened. I've used some of the blueberries and I used half of this banana. I'm really loving the smoothies for breakfasts and sometimes a light lunch. So I've already used some of those items. And I also shopped at Walmart and I got some cranberries for $1.99. Grand total this week, cash money was $25.64. And I think this is all kinds of great items that will work with things that we already have. Cherry yogurt, a few blueberries, half a banana, some milk and some water, and a little bit of Swiss chard. I could taste the cherry really strong in this smoothie. It was really good. Delightful. Great smoothie. For lunch, I decided to make use of the Philly cheesesteak leftovers. I'm going to make a wrap. I've already warmed the cheesesteak. I'm going to add cheese on top and then I'll wrap it. So cheese on top, I fold in the corners like this and then I will roll it and cut it. Looks like a little burrito, and then I'll cut. Philly cheesesteak wrap for lunch. I'm making nachos for supper tonight. Already on here I have onion, mushroom, and green pepper. I have some frozen jalapenos in the freezer that I am going to put on here as well. I'm going to top with cheese, and on top of the cheese I'm going to cut up a few of the olives. But I'm not 100% sure of the meltability of this vegan cheese. The picture here looks like it's melted, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to put that on first. And then I'm going to use this much of my actual cheese and put that on top. I know that will at least melt really well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. The nachos turned out pretty good. I can't really tell how that vegan cheese melted. It looks okay. I don't see chunks underneath my cheese of unmelted stuff, so that's good. The green pepper, or the green that you see on top of the cheese, is jalapenos. And then to go with it, I have this. And you may be thinking, oh, guacamole, how did you manage that? Well, I bought those avocados, and the handsome one wanted to use an avocado to make guacamole. And I said, you can absolutely have an avocado to make guacamole, because he has all the ingredients, if I can have a little bit of the guacamole. So that worked out good for me. I've got the lactose-free sour cream and homemade salsa. A whole pineapple might seem like an odd choice when the budget is very limited. I'm actually looking forward to getting a few different uses out of the pineapple. I am going to cut it. I am going to process some of it for the freezer and use it in smoothies. I am making a Thanksgiving dinner this week, a ham dinner, and I am going to use some of the pineapple in with the ham. That will be very tasty. And when we had Taco Tuesday last week, I did the Caribbean jerk taco and I used shrimp. And the whole time I was eating it, I thought how delicious it would be if there was a bit of pineapple diced up included in with the shrimp for the filling. So I'm actually pretty excited. For $1.88, I couldn't even buy a can of pineapple chunks. So to get this whole pineapple for $1.88, I think that was an incredible buy. But being able to use it in a bunch of different ways this week. And I mean, I know I'm not going to use the whole thing. There will definitely be some left over in the freezer for smoothies for next week as well. And I'm looking forward to that. The pineapple is half processed, and I've already put some in with the ham when I decided I was going to weigh it. So 697 grams. When you are buying frozen fruit, the absolute cheapest I could find it was $5 a bag. That's Walmart's regular price. Nothing was on sale this week. So the minimum price was $5, and the fruit ranges from 400 to 600 grams in the bag. I don't remember looking at the pineapple, but I'm pretty sure that pineapple would have been on the lower end, so probably 400 grams. I'm going to look it up and see. And this was $1.88, and we're just processing it ourselves. All right, this is how I have it laid out. In the container with the blue lid, that is for Taco Tuesday. In the round container, those are for smoothies. And here, this is just a lid to one of my steamers because I didn't really have anything flat that I want to put in the freezer. And this one, I'm going to flash freeze those, and those are for toppings for pizza or maybe even nachos at some point in the future. The last of the Philly cheesesteak in another wrap. When I heated up the mixture, I did add more of the vegan mozzarella cheese. It doesn't melt that well with grapes and some gluten-free cookies. Okay, I just put the ham in and turned on the crock pot on high. I haven't got the pineapple cut yet, but I will, and then I will add some pineapple slices in here. You also see that there is some brown sugar. This is an interesting thing that happened to me long before I started this $25 challenge. I belong to my local Buy Nothing Facebook group, and people post things on there that they don't want. It's not a first come, first serve basis. You put the reason why you'd like to have it, and then they choose who they want to gift the item to. And somebody posted 3 of these cheddar cheese soups and said they bought them and they didn't like the taste of them. And they wanted to regift them, rehome them. And it was really close to where I live. And I just put that I would love to have them, that I use them when I make scalloped potatoes, and they picked me. So I picked the 3 up. I used one, again, long before this challenge happened, but I am going to use one of these for our Thanksgiving ham dinner. I'm gonna make scalloped potatoes, and I totally feel comfortable using this because I got them for free from my Buy Nothing group. Scalloped potatoes and carrots, squash and ham and pineapple, gravy. I have ham, squash, scalloped potatoes, carrots, pineapple, and you want to know what's annoying? I bought cranberries out of my budget this week. I had cranberries preserved in the pantry. So the cranberries on my plate are from the last batch that I made. I'll have to use the ones that I just bought, maybe to make some cranberry sauce and maybe in some baking, or maybe my smoothies, I don't know. Definitely having ham dinner again, either tomorrow night or at least one other night this week. I am going to save the broth for a ham soup and some of the ham and the ham bone. This one is pineapple blueberry with yogurt. I didn't add a banana, and the frozen pineapple did not blend up like how I thought it would. That's the pineapple. So obviously if I'm gonna have to use the pineapple, I'm gonna have to take it out and thaw it first. This is the most recent harvest from the garden. This was our first year growing broccoli. This is what we got. I am actually going to peel the stalks and cut up the inside for anybody who has never had the stalk. They're quite tasty as long as you peel that hard exterior out, and totally fine for soups. These are kohlrabi. They didn't get super big, but they got that big. Tons of peppers, still another cucumber, jalapenos. I don't even know what kind of peppers these are, if they're hot, green. We planted quite a medley this year, so I'm just going to prepare a lot of this stuff for soup packages. I have the broccoli here getting ready to go in the dehydrator. I'm going to dehydrate this as much as I can and then grind it into a powder that can be added to soups or smoothies in the winter. After several times through the dehydrator. This is what it's pretty crispy here. This is what the broccoli turned out like. I'm going to grind it. The whole house smells like broccoli soup. And this will be great as a green booster for in smoothies and soups in the winter. So here is the ground broccoli. I dried it in the dehydrator and then used my little spice grinder to grind it up to this. This is a 125 milliliter container, and I'll be able to use this in recipes over the winter to give them a little greens boost. Ham dinner again for supper tonight. Getting ready to make more tacos. So tonight I have the shrimp taco, the leftover of the Caribbean jerk taco spices, and I'm adding in pineapple. Very excited about this. Pineapple shrimp jerk tacos. They look really, really good. Delicious. Can't wait. I had enough shrimp tacos left to have one big, massive shrimp taco for lunch today. I am getting ready to make chili. The beans have to be rehydrated, and I don't even know if I'm going to use all of the beans. I think I'll rehydrate them all and then decide how many I want to add into the chili based on how big the pot is. And I'm definitely going to bring up some of my stewed tomatoes that I processed last summer. I decided to add in a little more ground beef. All that was left in all I used in the spaghetti sauce originally was just over a half a pound, and I ate a lot of the spaghetti sauce with spaghetti. So I am going to put in, that's a third of a pound here, and then this is a half of a third of a pound. So I'm going to cook that up and add it in as well, because I'm making quite a substantial pot. This is going to be a bunch of meals for me. So this is what the beans look like after I boiled them, and they're going to go in with the chili now, which looks like this. I ended up adding in one more jar of stewed tomatoes. This smells good. I made quite a large pot. I'm not sure if I had enough chili spice. So we will see after I try it. Pizza for supper tonight. This is a Hawaiian pizza with leftover ham and pineapple. Also with green peppers, jalapenos, tomatoes from the garden, and some black olives. This chili smells absolutely delicious. I'm excited. Tonight we are going to try the chicken hot Italian sausages and see what they're like. I'm going to top mine with onions, cheese, and a couple ketchup packs that I have. We still have one package of the vegan cheese left, but it was in the freezer. So I couldn't use it on this, so I have regular cheese on this. I'm excited to try these. Here we are at the end of week 5, and I have just so much food, so many choices. I don't even know what to make because I have too much choice. I haven't even touched those crackers that I got on sale. In the back, there are still pucks from when I made the chicken in week 1. Pineapple. This is, and I just took the lid off. I really just need to get it in a freezer bag. This is the frozen drippings and the bone from when I made the ham this week. And I'm saving that because I am going to make a soup for sure. I have left the veal, the entire package of hot Italian sausages. These are some items I processed from the freezer. Green peppers. These are just little soup bags that I did up. That is the Swiss chard. There's chicken, that vegan cheese I was given. We have left maybe about a third of the yogurt. I've got sour cream, margarine, avocados, wings, pork chops, spices. This is what I got out of the broccoli that I dehydrated. This is for like a little boost in soups or smoothies or anything that I want in the winter. And that came from my garden. So that is organic. This is the dough. I made a half a batch of dough for the pizza this week. And I only used half of my half a batch. So I have this left. A few little grapes there. I still have some frozen vegetables, mayo, buns, mushrooms. The olives are in the back. Cheese, still the 5 eggs. Just a handful of nachos. Under the nachos are the wraps from when I had the taco kit. Those are the actual wraps. There is chili left in that pot. I have been eating a lot of chili, but there's still enough that I can make a couple packs to go in for lunches, emergency lunches on days when I don't have anything prepared. I have sauce, and I bought that molasses because I was thinking I would make some brown bread to go with the ham, but I just never did it. 2 flakes of ham, 1 tuna. I still have oats left and 1 beef broth, rice, pasta. That's how much of my cookies I have left, cranberries. There's just a lot of food. Tons and tons of food. This doesn't include the pumpkin. I did not drag that out and set it on the counter here. My potatoes, none of the fresh vegetables that are still left from the garden. This is just too much food for me to continue buying more food without eating some of this down first. Oh yeah, and a third of the pack of shrimp is left. Just so many options, and some of these things are what I would consider as luxury items. So that just goes to show, just with some planning, what you can do. I really want to thank everybody so much for watching this series. You may be watching this on our Facebook page or on the YouTube channel. Either way, like the post, like the video, leave some comments, share with your friends. These are grocery stores that are local to Nova Scotia. So if you are Nova Scotian, this is for you. These grocery stores have some kind of a subsidiary or even the equivalent, mostly Canada-wide. So if you are Canadian, this is for you. If you are not from Canada, even though the stores might not be the same as the stores you have local, the principles still apply. Hopefully this was able to give you some ideas and make the future a little more hopeful. Have a great week, everybody.